Hey everyone, it's Blender Helix Alpha. Today I'm going to be telling you guys how to make a really sleek logo for a band or a movie or a short animation or a film or a game or anything like that. This is kind of what it's going to look like here. This is a logo I made for Skux Enigma, which is a band that my friend has. They're really cool. The link's in the description. You should check them out. Alright, so let's open up Cinema 4D. If you don't have Cinema 4D, I would suggest go picking it up because it is freaking awesome. Alright, so we're going to go to MoGraph text object, and that'll put some default text on your screen. We're going to go to align and then middle, so now it's centered. And we're going to change the text to, let's change it to D Monarch Studios. Yeah, that sounds cool. I just randomly made that up. Alright, let's select the font and select a really cool font. I have this one called Ethnocentric or Ethnocentric. If you want to use that one specifically, I would go get that one. It is pretty awesome. So that's basically that, and we're going to turn the depth up around 40. And then we're going to select our text object here in the hierarchy and Control C, Control V, and that'll duplicate it. And we're going to turn the depth down on that to be 30. And we're going to put caps on that, fillet caps or fillet caps. And then we're going to rotate around, excuse me, and drag that back just so it is resting neatly on top. I'm actually going to turn the depth down to around 20, and then drag it just so it's really nice and sleek looking. Go back into your perspective, and that's basically all the modeling that we're going to be doing. Now what we're going to do is make our materials. So double click in this space here, and then double click again, and then double click again. So we've made 3 materials. We're going to make one a dark black with a reflection, so check reflection. And we're going to have the reflection around 50 for now. We can experiment with it later. I'm actually going to make it 45. Let's do it 45%. And then let's go to the other one and make that, let's check again what our background looks like, and let's make that a sort of dark gray color. And we're going to put the dark gray color on this part. We're going to put that material here, whoops, here, and then we're going to make a floor, and we're going to select this tab, drag down, and then select floor, and we are going to give the reflection matte to the floor. And then we're going to go into front view and go to your rotation tab and rotate that around there. And let's just render this out and see if this looks nice. Alright, so it's looking pretty good so far. What we're going to want to do is rotate our floor even more to get that reflection exactly how I want it. And just start fiddling around with this, and we're going to actually turn our caps radius up to 8, and let's turn down the color on this down more just to get it how you want it. So now that you've found your reflection that you're looking for, drag down your text objects down to the floor to where they're not on the floor but just above the floor. And now we're going to go into our excuse me, we're going to go into our render settings and add the effect ambient occlusion. We're not going to mess with any of these settings except for dispersion, and we're going to make that go up to around 95%. And minimum maximum samples, turn that up minimum to 20 and maximum to around 140. turn the contrast 5%, and I think that's basically all we're going to be doing. Alright, so go back to your render settings, turn your save, designate that on the desktop, and we're going to name it, just logo. And instead of a TIFF format, we're going to make it a PNG, and the depth will be 16-bit instead of 8-bit. The output will be 1280 by 720. And you're basically ready to render this now. So click this orange button, and it'll start rendering it. And I'll be back as soon as it's done rendering. Alright everyone, it is done rendering, and it's looking pretty good. So let's exit out of our program, and your logo should be on your desktop now. And look how good that turned out. The ambient occlusion really brings out the tints in it, and you can see the edges around the outlining and everything, and the reflection adds to the quality. It looks really great. So that's how you make a pretty cool, sleek looking metallic logo in Cinema 4D. So I really hope this this logo tutorial helped you out. If it did, please like this video. If it didn't, please dislike this video. And yeah, so I'll see you guys later.